Okay, so we know that all living things start from just one cell, but how do we end up in so many of them? So in today's topic, we will cover the topic of cell differentiation and specialized cells. Okay, starting off, what really is that? So what really is cell or cellular? You can say cellular differentiation. So it means that it's the process by which a cell or cells become specialized for a particular reason. So what it means by that is like, you know, organisms, multicellular organisms, they need to perform different types of tasks or functions, right? So that is why cellular differentiation becomes helpful. So you see, suppose for your blood, the red blood cells, which are specialized cells, come in handy, don't they? Just like that, there are many cells which are actually specialized so that they can perform specific functions. So that process is called cellular differentiation. Now, what's the importance? Well, we have already talked about one, which is about the multicellular thing. Multicellular organisms needs it. They absolutely need it. So, and another thing is for increased efficiency. So, for cellular differentiation, there's increased efficiency in performing functions. So, let us go through some examples. So, let me just clean the board. Now, in animals, let us start off with the animals. Now, first up, the red blood cells. How do they come in handy? Well, you see, there's no nucleus in the cell, and it has a hemoglobin and also carries oxygen. Oxygen, okay. Also, if you look in a structure of a red blood cell, it's something like this. You see, so it is a little hollow over there for increased surface area. Moving on to the next one, which is the neuron or the nerve cell. So they're long, thin, and they also have an axon and plus dendrites. So they look something like this if I draw it. It's a little bit complex, not that complex though. Okay, it's not really that good. I'm sorry for my drawing. Um, it's something like this, okay? And in the end goes on. Yeah. This is a neuron, okay? That's a neuron cell or a nerve cell or a neuron. And another one that comes in handy for reproduction is a sperm cell. So they have a tail for swimming to the egg cell and loads of mitochondria, not just a few, but loads of mitochondria, and also the nucleus. Yeah, so they look something like this. That's the tail and that's the head. So there's something like this. So this is just in case of humans or animals. Moving on to the plants, let me clean my board. So for plants, it's a little different. They have root hair cells. What they do is they take the water from the soil. So they have long extensions and a large surface area. If I draw it, it will look something like this. It's not going to be that accurate. But just to be sure, this one is the root. Okay? The root hair. Okay? So it's something like this, as far as I remember. And there's this another one that goes around. I think something like this. Yeah, and there's the nucleus and mitochondria. That, yeah. So that's the root hair cell. And there's also xylem cells, or a xylem vessel, you can say, that's better. A xylem vessel. So they're very hollow. Okay, it's like they're very, very hollow, and they have thick walls, thick lignin walls. Okay, or lignin thick walls. And yeah, they transport water. That's what they come in handy for. So let us understand the difference between the differentiation in humans and in plants. Well, in humans, it starts as a zygote, something like this. So we all start from a zygote. Then it divides into other cells. And then, yeah, that's how the differentiation works. It turns into tissues and what? Organs. And then ultimately the entire organism. But in plants, it's the cells keep the ability to differentiate throughout their entire life. So the cells keep their ability to differentiate throughout their life. Yeah. So after all, if we understand this entire topic closely, then we can understand the fact that they themselves are the reason why complex organisms or multicellular organisms can actually work. So therefore what? So they are important. Thank you.